Hi, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friend, favorite content creator. And for some reason, I like to do like a dramatic pause. Weird. Anyways, I have a question for you guys. Where do you get your news from? When it comes for gaming, at least, where do you get your news from? I know some people will go to like IGN, Polygon, Kotaku, Aftermath, the Tech Corrupt. There's so many different gaming sites, right? Rock Paper Shotgun. Some people might even go, just to YouTubers. You might just wait for like a skillet video, or someone of the like. You might just be like content creators who I trust, or you might have influencers or whatever. And wherever you watch or read your news from, I'm sure at the very least, even though you might not agree with every single thing that they do, with all their reviews, my review you currently love or don't like, I think at the very least you can agree that they like know the basic stuff about like games and like reading comprehension and like do like interviews and stuff at the very least. I know a lot of you guys will be like, in fact, these game journals are in the pocket of these companies, which at the very least knows they can get some information from these companies pretty reliably, right? This is about the Park Place. This is about a place that doesn't do that. The Park Place has recently become the new sort of like one-stop shop for all the anti-woke, anti-DEI YouTuber content creators who want to feel legitimized, right? A little history of this website too before we actually go to it, because we're going to go to it today. That's what this video is about. You saw the thumbnail. It is a website that is kind of like aftermath for what happened with Bounding Into Comics. Bounding Into Comics itself is a website that is super right-leaning. It is like 100% propaganda bias, all the stuff that people talk about where they're like, oh, we don't want politics in our stuff, and that's that. And one of the former editors-in-chief of that place is now in charge of that Park Place. So we're going to be going to that Park Place, and with that in mind, let's just see what they talk about. Let's just see what they have. All right, so we have just right off the bat. Again, the Park Place is a place to talk about theme parks, which they seldomly do. They are fully into the culture war grift. So let's just go. Oh, perfect. Dragon Age, perfect. John F. Trent. Oh, we're in for a good one here. Giving away the Veilguard for free? NVIDIA's giving Dragon Age the Veilguard away for free? NVIDIA announced its partner with BioWare and EA to give Dragon Age the Veilguard away for free with purchase of GeForce Now Ultimate Bundle, as evidence grows that the game is not selling well. Ooh, I wonder what the evidence is. On its blog, NVIDIA shared that Fight for Thetis feature at Ultimate quality this fall as new and existing members purchased GeForce Now Ultimate can get BioWare and EA's our epic RPG Dragon Age for free when it releases October 31st. The GeForce bundle is $99 for 6 months. Along with Dragon Age, the bundle includes RTX, okay, whatever, right? The bundle's only available for purchase through October 30th. So it doesn't seem to tell me anything about the sales. The bundle announcement comes in the wake of numbers of metrics indicating that the game's pre-order sales is not doing well. Okay, who'd you get your information from? Stuttering Craig, host and owner of Side Scrollers podcast on YouTube, revealed information from his retail insider that the game had only received a total of, let's just say, 2,000 pre-orders between Xbox and PlayStation 5, the only two systems. He wrote on X, both the gold and standard editions in their 800 plus stores, they have just under 2,000 pre-orders between PS5, Xbox, PS5 totals, Xbox totals. Okay, yeah, and the thing is too is, if we look at this tweet, he's retweeting the Park Place, saying the Veilguard is still outside Steam's top 50 bestsellers, and I'm sure that is going to be relying on like the fucking Indiamon post. Stuttering Craig is not a reliable source, and his insider is just saying that he has a retail insider. From what retail division? What retail store? Who knows? But I think you guys can figure out why this is kind of stupid, right? Like, do you only pre-order games physically? Do you not have a Steam account or an EA account or Epic account? Most of you guys, Steam account. Are you telling me that it's not doing well because the physical editions are not being pre-ordered at, I'm gonna assume, I don't know, like Walmart or like a Best Buy or something? Like, that doesn't really, that's not news. This is speculation. This is an increase from the 1069 that Studying Craig reported had been pre-ordered back in September. So they've increased it at the very least. And their sources are just other grifters. Like, a retail insider who manages over 900 stores also shared with that Marketplace that these numbers are 3 times less than Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero did to lead up against on October 10th, right? Okay, but like, different game, different audience. It's so weird to compare them. And also, they make it seem like Sparking Zero had 1 million. They had 5,000 pre-orders. 5,952 total pre-orders on the Friday before the game's released. So this game was sold like 3 million copies in 24 hours. But they're acting as if Dragon Age can't do the same. They're also acting as if other games haven't been packaged with like graphics cards or anything like that, which is not true. But they won't mention that here, right? Over on Steam, the game sits 20th place on most wishlisted upcoming Steam games, and just outside the top 50, just inside top 50 at 46. Weren't they just talking about how it wasn't in the top? Okay, whatever. This is such a weird article. If one looks at Google Trends, the game is being crushed by the likes of Dragon Ball Z, Sparking Zero, and Metaphor. So it's being crushed by games that are already out. It's being crushed. People are talking about the games that are out because they have it in their hands to play with. Like, this is such bad reporting. And now he's talking about Suicide Squad? Why? Is this a different article? This is the same article. This is the same article. What does this have to do with any of that? Why is Suicide Squad? That has nothing to do with. Okay, all right. Okay. That's a weird thing. Oh, former Dragon Age lead writer admits Velgard's art style leaves me cold. I love how they always use this one from the character creation screen as if that's how the characters look and like you didn't make them that way. Great job. On Blue Sky, Gaider posted on October 14th, the females aren't hot enough. Yep, they've clued into this notion this is obviously incel behavior. They swapped out unattractive for masculine and thus transgender because that's a framing which makes them seem political instead of porn brain. But we all know what they mean. Actual facts. He added in a subsequent post, and here I am recalling how this has been a thing ever since some dude whined 10 years ago about Cassandra actually being a man, posting over and over and over about her giant jaw and posting phrenology pics to scientifically prove why he is a PP remained flaccid. Man, the more things change, the more things stay the same, huh? 10 years ago they're doing this shit. So I guess to their credit, this isn't a new sensation of them being mad that they can't jerk off to certain women. It's just more prominent now. Okay, so then he says later on that Gaider admitted that the Velgard style made him cold while discussing whether or not he would purchase to play the game. So I'm going to automatically say that this is misleading. I'm going to say that they are framing it as if he's going to be like, see, even the former lead writer who's not on the art, but whatever, former lead writer says the game sucks because he doesn't like the art style. I'm calling it right now. I'm not gonna sit here and read you the whole article because I'm not very dark, but like, you see, like he's talking about here how He was asked those questions and like, I don't know if I can play this game, enjoy the game like other fans play and enjoy the game. Not ever. On one hand, it'd be fun to play my first Dragon Age game post-release without seeing all the compromises and cuts and disappointments from years of development. On the other hand, it's my baby. It's moved on. So here he's just talking about he's never been able to play these games and like enjoy it the way fans can do it because he's worked on them. So it would be nice to play a game without having to worry about what they had to cut out and compromise or whatever, but he's still like, I wish I was there, right? Which is a normal reaction to have to something. Talking about art style, do I like everything I see? Not really. The art style leaves me a bit cold, but then the art style has changed with every Dragon Age, and as before, I'm sure I'll warm up to it eventually. The gameplay has changed. The news on choices from previous games gives me pause. None of this would stop me, however. So automatically here, we see the framing of it, right? It was, he doesn't like it, but then you get the full context and it's, well, actually, he said he's not a fan of it now, but probably warm up to it like he's done in every Dragon Age. Because every Dragon Age, the art style changes. Which is 100% true. Look from Dragon Age fucking Origins to Dragon Age 2. That's just not the same. Then from that to Inquisition, definitely the same. Next, he admitted that what would stop him playing the games, what would stop me, ego probably. I know so much part of me will ache that wasn't part of it, and the parts of me I don't, and if there's parts I don't love, and part of me will wonder what might have been. Okay, so yeah, exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. Nevertheless, on October 17th, Gaider accused the people who take issues with the character design being incels and chuds. Gaider wrote, I'm in the process of finally shutting down my Twitter account, and yet I noticed a fresh spate of angry mentions there. These more clueless than the last. What could have? I mentioned incels, so who should take notice but their sweaty palm self-declared emotional support animal? He added in subsequent posts, I guess this means a fresh bunch of chuds wandering over here to make fresh accounts just to object. The clever thing to do, you think, when incels are mentioned but you aren't named, would not be to stand and identify yourself. True. But identities are important, I guess. It's true. Of course it's the Grumps post. Of course it's the Grumps post. Of course it's the Grumps post. So good. So good. Also, unironically, Grumps also makes fun of people who made his quote-unquote career citation needed because he's attacking everyone who doesn't agree with him. And those people could have also played, WoW before. But I digress. What the fuck? Gaider, for example, what happens in modern entertainment is described by science fiction idealist. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. Science fiction novelist Isaac Young. What? The problem is that there is no longer anything behind Hollywood's politics, only power and those who wield it. There is no religious piety, no transcendental. Oh my god, I'm gonna stop speaking. No transcendental belief. No ideas of right and wrong, no vision of the future, no philosophy, no history, no metaphysics, no style, nor substance, nor reckoning with God or hell. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, this is written by John F. Trent, who will inject religion into literally everything he posts. Like, all of that. To elucidate this, Gaider recognizes that the new art style makes him feel cold inside. It's a recognition that he does recognize that Dragon Age is empty. That's what? However, while he recognizes this on some level, he rejects it to tell the party our ideological line and does so by bashing the people who also recognize the product is empty. This is not true. Even by this own article information that they put in here, they clearly stated that he is warming up to like he always does. And they're so focused on pushing a narrative that they will just lie. Like they will just lie. Saying that, oh, he has to toe the ideological line. When did he say that? He doesn't even work for them anymore. Like he's a former writer. He doesn't work there for BioWare anymore. Like, And this is not the first time he's done this. Back in September, he asserted that Dragon Age was always woke, which fits perfectly in Young's theory. Gaider on Blue Sky, apparently the usual suspects are upset at how woke the new Dragon Age is, an apparently sudden, unexpected development in the series. Fucking tourist. But it's also true. Like, it has always been woke. It has always been woke. Like, it is amazing how they just, and John F. Trent, like, they just put out shit. And yet, so many of these content creators will use them as a source, and they just use those guys as sources. Like Concord. Why DEI and woke mind bias kills art in a video game. Shazam, we just saw this one. Oh, one actually about parks. Crazy. We just read this one. Ubisoft allegedly dreading the release of Assassin's Creed game Hex after it's rumored to be the gay Assassin's Creed yet. I promise you, they're gonna get this from like a bullshit YouTuber. Like, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh. Indiamon. Wow. That's the guy you're using multiple times here. It's just Indiamon. That's it. Okay. After the Marvel's catastrophic box office bomb, realized Captain Marvel rumored to be one of the main characters in Avengers Doomsday. What? Actress Anya Charlotte struggles to describe Unknown 9 Awakening, but eventually claims she's never seen a game as diverse as it is. I promise you, this is going to be something where it's like the actor is having a hard time putting into words like the scope of the game or like all the things that are happening all, and they're making it seem like she can't explain the game. Sweet Baby Inc. infected Unknown 9's Awakening performance worse than Concord. Like this is no actual, like, let's go to a different website. So just the headlines alone. Reviews. Unknown 9 review. MechWarrior review. Starship review. Silent Hill 2 remake its first major update and patch. With Insomniac Spider-Man 2 confirmed skipping story DLC, fans are waving goodbye and wondering what's next. The Penguin, how Sophia Falcone becomes 2024's most fascinating Batman villain. Like, do you automatically see how there's no like libel? How there's no like lies in the titles? They're just telling you what it's about. Or we can go to let's go to Polygon. Alan Wake 2, 20 died, Replay of the game they're playing, Dragon Age Prep. Horror game for horror wimps. But like, even if you do not like these kinds of sites, right? We can go to just go to your fucking site.com, my favorite website. Go to GameSpot, go to Reset Era, Game Rant, Game Informer, The Gamer. Like, you might see opinion article, but you're not gonna see shit presented like this. And you wanna know why? Is because this is a right-wing gaming account or gaming website, because it doesn't even do fucking theme parks. Like, it's all they care about is pushing agendas. This is all the website's for. So when you see people like Smash JT, like Barrett, like Indiamon, like Stuttering Craig using this website, just know like this is the caliber of information that they have. They don't understand that people have been bundling for years games with this is effectively like saying this game's gonna do bad because it came with the Xbox, right? We have a Gears of War 3 Xbox edition. Oh, they're bundling with the Xbox? The game is gonna be bad. Like, no. Black Myth Wukong did this. The game they all love because it's super anti-woke also did that. They do this because they've always done this. It's so insane to me. Like, we've gotten to a point where literally anyone can just make any website up and just lie. We can just lie now. Because all this is about identity politics for these guys. And they love it. They will claim to hate idpol, but they fucking love it. Because that's how they can make their content. That Park Place puts out some of the worst information. Objectively. Like, most of their stuff is just made up fantasy. And their sources are people who grift. It's Stuttering Craig. What authority does Stuttering Craig have on this? His insider? Okay, my insider, who's real and definitely works for BioWare, says that this is projected to be a banger. And now what? That part is just going to report it because I put it in the video? Like, that's all they do. It's Stuttering Craig, it's Indiamon. It's just, they're just referencing other grifter YouTubers, and those YouTubers reference them. It's an Aurora Boris. There's no information actually being presented here. It's literally just, here's this guy's opinion presented as some sort of fact, and I'm gonna throw some religious text in here. For a group of people who claim to hate agendas, who hate propaganda, they are the biggest peddlers of agenda pushing, narrative creating, and propaganda. Because you know how you rephrase this article, as mounting evidence points to poor sales, BioWare partners with NVIDIA? You could just say, BioWare partners with NVIDIA to give Dragon Age Veilguard away. That's the article title, right? Because that's what's happening. It's not for free, because you have to pay $99, which is more than the game cost, and then they'll give it to you, right? But, and that's just for 6 months, mind you. But this isn't for free. But they have to phrase it that way because they need you to believe that this game that hasn't come out yet is struggling. It's struggling, you guys. It's not even top 50 in Steam wish list. It's not even getting more than 2,000 pre-orders of physical copies at retail stores. We're going to ignore the fact that most people at this point just buy the games the day of, or, you know, order in different places because it's digitally available. We're going to ignore that and pretend that we're back in 2008 where everything is midnight release style, right? And they're so disingenuous with its audience because they don't have to be genuine with you guys. They can just lie. So again, just letting you know, if this is the people you're watching and they get their information from this place, just know they are 100% trying to grift off you. They want to get you mad and angry. And then you can back, see, it's not us. Look at this website, The Park Place, which screams video game news site. They said it too. But don't look too close at the sources. Just know that they said it. And that's enough. Oh man, I'm going to be laughing so hard when Dragon Age comes out and it does fucking numbers. Because like, then what they're going to do? Oh no, they're just going to go to a different game, aren't they?